Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to start off by saying this, right? I take no... You guys can hear me? Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. You can hear me. I take no pleasure in doing this. I take no pleasure in doing this. Not that I'm here to just constantly tease and antagonize my used to be brother, the Xbox guys. But of course they won't leave me alone, so. And sometime I may put the P in Paru, the P in Petty, the P in Uncle Paulie. I gotta tell you about Uncle Paulie. But anyway, hear me out. As you guys come in, hit the like button. I have 3 other shows planned today. Hopefully an unboxing in a little while. We're gonna do BGST. But it's important that I do shows like this by myself. Because I do several other shows with a couple pro Xbox guys. Like I said, I've been and hopped off that bandwagon. It's a wrap for that. But if you don't believe me, and I said something a while ago that the Xbox that that I grew to love, or okay, my eyes burning, Jesus Christ. The Xbox that I grew to love, we grew to love about the platform. It's not the same place anymore. Everything is everywhere else, right? But again, if you guys don't believe me, you think I'm how you say damage controlling, I'm fanning the console war flames. I probably am, but you fuck niggas deserve it. We're gonna have some fun today. Hit the like button, I promise you, right? This I know, cause Phil Spencer told me so. Look to one. The Xbox is done. The direct Xbox is dead, damn it. Remember Nas said that album Hip Hop is Dead? It's dead. The console war is over. I don't even want to call the console between Sony and Nintendo. Nintendo's kind of doing their own thing, but Microsoft has thrown in. How you say, like the old folks say, they gave up the ghost. When a person passes away, they gave up the ghost, that Microsoft then gave up the Holy Spirit. It's a goddamn wrap. I'm going to show you guys something. I say you can bring a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. Nah. Post, you need to be here front and center for this, because you always say these RIP Xbox podcasts. Nah. I've always told you guys to hit the goddamn like button. We're gonna have some fun with this. And listen, my opinion. I'm gonna cut my camera on. My opinion is my opinion, right? My opinion is my opinion. You can't knock me for that. But these ain't my words. These are Phil Spencer's words. I'm going to read you a direct quote. I'm not going to play the interview because, again, I don't want any issues in the copyright. But I'm going to read you a quote. I know I got the new article about the Xbox after the X. I read it, and they've already said that they're already working on the successor to the Xbox. That's a no-brainer. But again, I say that to say this, right? And it's crazy. Post that he wanted the link. Mike, what's going on, Mike? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hellspawn. What the fuck? This is from November. Jesus, I understand this from November, but I want you to read this because also there's some other articles. I understand that. Relax. I got you. I'm gonna tie it all together. As you guys come in and hit the like button. Now, Post is gonna come in here and try to stop the bleeding. But Post, my man, I'm tell Post, Post, my dude, But I won't have a problem throwing this funky ass up under the bus either. You know what I mean? So anyway, it was an article again that came out in November, and I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna share my screen right before the X came out. The eve or a couple of days prior. When did the X come out? November what? 17th or 7th, whatever. You know what I mean? Scroll up to the top. It says Microsoft shifts to making more of its own video game software. Okay, sounds good, right? The company will open new game studios or acquire them, Xbox chief says Phil Spencer. What Spencer says. Sounds good, right? Yeah. Because again, I saw this article back then, and you just kind of gloss over it, you know what I mean? But now it was starting to really make sense. It says here, as Microsoft's begin selling a new Xbox console, the focus of its video game unit is shifting towards software and services. The company plans to increase investment in developing in-house video games. Cool, it's a good thing. Including and starting acquiring studios to do so. Xbox chief Phil Spencer said in an interview last week that's an about face for them approach past several years, during which Microsoft has shuttered studios, canceled games, and faced criticism as an industry conference for gamers for lack of hot first-party titles. We all know that when it comes to first-party IPs, that really has never really been Microsoft's strong suit. You know what? Halo was theirs. They bought Fable. Fable was there. Project Gotham, and even though they didn't even make Project Gotham, I think they still own the IP. Project Gotham and Forza. Everything else was third and second party, even Gears. Now they own Gears, but shall I digress? Post, you here, Post?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, all right. Do you see the article?
Yeah, I'm right along with you. Go ahead.
Okay, well, let me sit my one. I want you to read this. When you read this, I want you to read it slow. Read it slow for me. Maybe I'm bugging the fuck out.
As Microsoft, of course, began selling a new Xbox console. Hold on.
You can scoop down where it says here, the company plans to increase investment in development house studios. I think it's the second paragraph down.
All right, let me see here. I can't see it anymore.
I bet you can't, fuck nigga. But it says here, all right, you got the big picture.
That's gonna take it off the screen.
The company plans to increase investment in development in house video games. You see what it says? We need to grow, and I look forward to doing that. You see what it says there? You need the article? You need the link?
Yeah, send me the article. Send me the article, man. Because we're gonna talk about it right now. Yeah. Shout out to the chat, man.
And I want to see if you're still gonna be singing this same too about these RIP Xbox podcasts.
Hey, man. Y'all done put that joint in the casket. Okay, I see here. Okay. Company plans to increase investment in development house video games, including starting acquiring studios. Okay, about facing approach the past several years, during which Microsoft has said, okay, we need to grow and look forward to doing that. Our ability to go create content has to be one of our strengths. We haven't always invested at the same level. We've gone through ups and downs in the investment. Microsoft on Tuesday will start selling the Xbox One at a high end.
A little louder. We can't hear you, good brother.
Okay, let me see. We need to grow, and I look forward to doing that, Spencer said. Our ability to go create content has to be one of our strengths. We haven't always invested at the same level, which we all agree with that. We've gone through ups and downs in the investment. Microsoft on Tuesday will start selling the Xbox One X, a high-end console targeted at hardcore gamers. You want me to keep going?
Keep going.
Okay. Historically, which part you want me to get to?
Before you keep going, I want to say one thing. A Post, you do realize this is a drug-free environment.
Okay.
I would hate to question your integrity, and
I swear to tell the whole truth. Okay, so historically, some of Microsoft's biggest sellers for Xbox have been games the company published itself, including the Halo and Gears of War franchise. But in recent years, it has scaled back some in-house development, said Spencer, a 30-year Microsoft veteran who has spent the morning sipping tea from a Gears of War pint glass. A year ago, Microsoft shut down 2 studios, Lionhead in the UK and Press Play in Denmark. You want me to keep going? I guess so. Okay, the renewed investment marks an increasing focus on the Xbox business as a whole, while just a few years ago, Microsoft viewed the unit as a sideline. In September, Spencer was promoted to report directly to Chief Executive Officer Satya Nadella, and now sits on the senior leadership team. Restoring gaming to the forefront at Microsoft required winning over Nadella and the board, initially to get them to agree to acquire cult favorite Minecraft in September 2014, and more recently to change directors' mindsets about gaming overall. Spencer said in July 2014, Nadella declared gaming an important market, but one that was not core to Microsoft's mission.
Okay.
That's what you wanted to get to, or
it says what? Listen, my bad. Let me show you something. I had to I had to go to my door. I had to deliver it. You know what I mean? If it sounds like something out of breath, I probably am. I had to deliver it. So
you need a breathing machine.
I had a motherfucking what do you call this shit? Hold on, I had a motherfucking delivery. Jesus Christ, she killed me.
But you need to know, in your own environment, this is a drug-free environment, and we will not want to question your integrity too, my brother.
I had a delivery. Fuck niggas. But anyway,
this nigga walked to the door and can't breathe now.
Anyway, see me here.
Oh man, your joint came, yes sir.
But anyway,
yes sir, yes sir.
Fuck all that. So tell me, my friend. I'm gonna throw your ass. I had to go. Now, what's the last thing that you read?
We was at the part where he was basically saying that Nadella wasn't
a fan.
Or the board didn't believe in Xbox. It was pretty much a sideline project, and he really had to convince them otherwise.
In 2014, Nadella declared gaming as an important market, but one where there's not core to Microsoft mission. As a Microsoft Xbox's device continue to be outsold by rival Sony's core PlayStation, the revenue Washington-based company has also changed the way it measures success. So I remember when I did a live stream, was it week after last or last goddamn week? And when Sony came out there with that goddamn Spider-Man information, and you got motherfucking Mike, your brother, there were 22 hours spent on Xbox Live, but they wanted to question my integrity. See, you being messy. You remember that? Oh, okay. So the way that they measure their success now is by how many hours are spent on that Xbox Live, but that's neither here nor there, right? Let's have some fun with this. In the way the console revenue and unit shipments towards more closely watch sales or game subscriptions. Sales and game subscription related to service not just on Xbox machine, but on iPhones, Android device, and personal computer. The company now tracks monthly active users and revenue from software and services and is looking at opportunities such as expansions of Xbox Live, online users, esports, and game streaming. All right. This means fundamentally rethinking how we measure progress in gaming. Nadella said on the conference call with analysts last month. The change focus lets Microsoft play recent strength to Xbox software services. Revenue grew by 21% last quarter, while console hardware sales dropped. Hardware sales will rise this quarter, owing that to the Xbox One. Fine. Go down to this very important right here. While software and services are becoming more important, the console isn't near death yet. It's still best for gaming enthusiasts and top games, and will remain for quite some time. But Microsoft will probably debut a streaming service that doesn't require a console for some types of content in the next 3 years, Spencer said. Microsoft would probably debut a streaming service that doesn't require the goddamn Xbox. for some
for
types
some
of content
type,
in the next 3 years.
for some types of that's
It
one.
gets better. It gets better.
Okay.
A 2012 trial of such a service inside the company was too costly, and never made it to market. But Microsoft progress in Azure cloud service over the past year chasing the economics. But anyway, it was something up here. I think you might have read it when I stepped up and said they're basically going to be doing consoles for the hardcore and the enthusiast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what you take from that.
No, they said it here themselves. Cancel film criticism for conference. Hold on, I'm trying. You must have when I was at the door getting the real console.
I read that it's up a little bit.
This is what Phil said.
Yeah, Microsoft on Tuesday will start selling the Xbox targeted at the hardcore gamers.
Microsoft would be into the sideline. Winning the dollar Minecraft on the versus important. Because it's very important that I read that. But mostly watching sales figure, streaming, serving, progress in gaming. Where's it at? But anyway, while console hardware sales, Xbox model impact the new hardware. But anyway, I can't remember where the hell it was at. But anyway, so we're starting to see things come out, right? That you see some form of some faction of Xbox Live coming to the Switch. It's just the beginning. And I've been saying for the last week and a half, that everything that I loved about this platform is no longer exclusive. I can get it on other platforms, and Microsoft doesn't care. As long as you're using their services. You understand what I'm saying? They can give a fuck about the hardware anymore. You know what I mean? Whereas here's Nintendo and Sony, the hardware part is very important to them in their business. Because honestly, the more hardware you sell, there's going to be the more software, more games. So when Microsoft doesn't see it like that anymore. So like I said, maybe I'm just the old realm at the gate. And it's not about who the console, but who sells more and it's not about that for me. You know what I mean? I mean, we can sit here and brag about, but this look at the level, the software. Here's Microsoft. I'll give you an example, right? Sony puts out exclusives. God of War's gonna probably sell about 10 million. Sony puts out exclusives that's going to sell about 10 million, right? Mm-hmm. Microsoft puts out their exclusive, but you can try us for $10.
Come on now.
Are
we really doing this, Z?
Hey, bro, listen, man. I'm gotta be honest. I gotta be honest, bro.
I mean, Microsoft have franchises that sold well over 10 million. They might haven't had them in the recent past, but they've had system sellers that did way over 10 million. We got to be honest here. If while Z on the phone, I'm gonna kind of elaborate on what he's talking about.
Okay.
He's reading from an article that is November 6, 2017, right? And I sent him an article that Paul Thurrott just released about Xbox and after the X. And basically in this article, Paul states that Microsoft is pretty much doubling down on hardware, that it will be a next iteration of an Xbox 2. They say it's several years away. We did get the information about them looking for to hire specialists that's dealing with GDR6. He says Microsoft think of game streaming as meaning that the entire game is streamed in real time people might think it's streamed in real time from a cloud service. There are more realistic possibilities in the near term while the latency challenges is overcome. For example, imagine a game where the environment is dynamically updated from the cloud as you explore the map so that it becomes never ending, or have cities that is updated dynamically with local weather and traffic and things like that. So when we're talking about streaming games, it's more than just about streaming games. It's talking about in the base of changing the way games are built, meaning that more so a lot of the things that will be dealt with from a hardware level get pushed to the cloud. And I know they talked about this at the beginning of the generation, but I don't think the Xbox, the first OG Xbox, was there hardware wise to do what they wanted to do. So it's more than just about streaming games to other devices. So I think Microsoft is still going to be putting out hardware.
Listen, for those that want a console and Xbox, you're probably going to get that. But the days of having exclusive content to that platform, you're probably gonna stay probably for a while, still give you because they've already said this back then that as soon as the X came out, they're already looking at, you know, what's to come after the X. They've said this publicly many times over, right? But we're talking about, look at it like this, right? I'll give you an example. The PlayStation 5 is going to be out probably by 2020. Actually, let me get the actual article. It's going to be up probably about 2020, right? It's going to be backwards compatible with the PlayStation 4, right? No brainer. But here's Microsoft saying no generation left behind, right? So when their next console comes out, probably won't release until about 2021 or so, middle of 2021 or 2022. 21 probably most likely. Their games are still going to have to, maybe we want to say, be held back because they're still going to have to run on the Xbox One S in this whole ecosystem. Where Sony's, you know, where they can have developers or whatever just make games directly for the PlayStation 5 hardware, build it from the ground and get all of the, you know how you say, the P's and all the textures. Where the Xbox, look at the games that they may put out. Look at the art style. What did that motherfucker say from Ray on Crap in them show? That we choose to go a cartoony style more or less, that it will stand the test of time. Man, get the fuck out of here. I got the world's most powerful goddamn console, and we tease Sony about those soupy textures, and God of War got goddamn better textures than anything on the goddamn Xbox.
Yeah, that God of I've been seeing some screenshots and some videos of that God of War.
Yeah,
and it looks fucking beautiful.
They had it since about 2 weeks now, and they also have it in the barbershop that I go to. They've been selling in the hood for a minute. Yeah. It's a beautiful game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And a lot of people think I'm just flipping my shit because I'm a huge God of War fan. Nah, that's not the case. That, you know what I mean. That's, you know, it is what it is. How long I've been talking? You know, listen. Before you knew that, you know, most people know that God was my favorite franchise. That's a no-brainer when it comes to me, you know what I mean? But if we're looking at the level of detail and quality of what we're getting from Sony, or even from Nintendo, if you like that tinky winky shit, right? And compared to what Microsoft is giving us, there's a huge difference.
Yeah, it's a big disparity. And God of War didn't make it no better, man. I'm saying I ain't never seen the Xbox fan base like this. I mean, on Twitter and on Facebook, man, like the way they've been responding is been crazy off this one game. But you got to give it to Sony. They developers really know how to maximize even on a slim PS4, that shit looks nice. And we ain't even talking about the Pro on the slim version. Like, they really know how to maximize the full capabilities of their hardware. And you can tell they took, I know the guy said it took 5 years for them to develop it. But you tell they was real intricate in regards to how they went about producing that game. It's beautiful. And I know, I see yours just came. I know you eager to get to it. Show the people. He got the limited edition console and the Stonemason edition. Talk about it.
Six ain't fucking with me, man. Yeah, man. And listen, man, to flip the script, they post, man. I'm a console dude, right?
Man, I see you
at the end of the day, I'm a gamer first, but you know what I mean? A console dude. I like, you know. And I'm gonna be honest with you, things that Microsoft were banking on, Play Anywhere, and all that shit, I said that shit there. That wasn't the answer, Sway. You know what I mean? Because your average Joe Smo don't give a fuck about that Play Anywhere shit. You have to leave some value to your console. You have to. But, you know what I mean? And they look layer by layer. I want to be clear this. If you told me 3 years ago that you would have some forms or whatever the case of Xbox Live on the Nintendo platform, I'd have thought you was crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd have thought you was crazy.
Yeah, they fail to understand the importance of exclusives. And I think they're seeing it now. Whether they make a turnaround with that Play Anywhere or not, which I don't think they are going to go back on their word on that one. But they did fail to understand the importance of having exclusives to the Xbox. Not on PC or anywhere else, but specifically on the Xbox itself.
Yeah, my man, he put a good question. He said, Fuzzy Belvedere, he said, I think we played Gears with a Fuzzy. Is that you saying Fuzzy Belvedere. I think he played Gears with us one day. He dog shit too. And listen, no offense, but you dog shit. I think that is the same Fuzzy Belvedere. But he was at post up. I feel like Sony focused on detail, but Microsoft there's focused on monetizing gameplay.
Yeah, as an article that that Z was referencing from November, you heard Phil admit it. He said investment wise, it's been up and down. So from a financial point, they haven't having a consistent amount of revenue to, and this is not an excuse because like we say all the time, Sony PS4, PS4 Slim, PS4 Pro, the VR, selling buildings and doing whatever they need to stay afloat, has still been able to produce good quality games in that period of time. So I don't know. Microsoft really gonna have to do something here because the community now it's not just Z made the community aware even when people was going against the grain in what he was saying. But now that these games are coming out on Sony side and they're getting these high ratings and stuff, the community like, man, Phil, you need to do something there.
Hey, yo. My man Ace got Z low-key about to save Xbox fans and have them look for real games. So, and listen, at the end of the day, but I'm gonna be honest with you, this started as, you know me, trolling and bugging the fuck out, having fun with it, but also with the theatrics, shedding light to what's going on over here on the Xbox side. And the more I always just say before we start, I'm about to get into the character, right? Go full pony mode, right? But there's, people get caught up, but there's always some truth to what I'm saying. My opinion is my opinion, and I mean just shedding light. And me, how you say, playing the part of Z full pony, I started to see the light my damn self. I started scratching my head like, oh, ain't no goddamn joke. Shit really spooky over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit really spooky. And then I seen the cracking that was lacking between that. Uncle Teddy, but spoiled little Xbox heart couldn't take no more.
Crack was like, say the rest of the cracking gonna come in the update.
Hey, yo, when Bot said that shit right there,
oh man, Joe.
Bot said you don't get the rest of the body in the DLC, the cracking is forever. But Bot said, what are those guys doing under there taking pictures anyway?
Oh, man, say, who told him to go down there and swim and taking pictures anyway?
Hey, Paulus, Resurrection said you gotta run him his fade. What are you supposed to claim in the game or something?
I don't know what Resurrection talking about, man.
You know Resurrection be fucking with that coat.
I don't know what he's talking about. Me and him ain't make a bet, but I do want to say this. Shout out to Jake Dub, man. I won the God of War collector's edition on Twitter, man. And he's sending it to me this week. So I just got a cop of Pro and I'll be good. But shout out to Jake Dub for that.
For sure. And listen, PlayStation Nation. Look, and I also said some things too, like me just saying when it comes next generation, whatever, and most likely the PS5 will be out before the next Xbox, right?
Yeah.
Whether 6 months to a year, whatever. So I'm gonna buy all the multiplats there, most likely. Gonna get all the games there. It's gonna be a smooth transition, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then whatever Microsoft comes out with, if I choose to, I probably won't have to. Probably just stick an Xbox controller Bluetooth into my PC and just play the exclusives from there. I can still chat with you guys Xbox Live Party and all that slick shit, right? I may not even get the next Xbox. I'm really thinking about that. I can take that $500 or whatever it's going to cost and spend on somebody's grandmother and doll up for the weekend. That $500 that I can use on the next generation Xbox can be. I got about 19 kids in Africa. I pay 7 cents a week. I got a whole village, right? They named after me, right? I can put that $500 to good use. You know what I mean? And I'm just being honest with you. Like, just don't, as a console guy, you know what I mean, hardcore, they're just not meeting my needs anymore, man. I'm just listen, we went 17 months, 2 years, whatever. We're going to say, if I'm going to say 2 goddamn years. And I've said before, then see it. And Maya, do me a favor. Give me a bottle of water coming here through the middle, please. The CFDs wasn't the answer. You know what I mean? It wasn't. The goddamn Kraken was lacking. You got one game, you out there hunting and killing guys. Another one, you out there hunting black pigs and killing chickens. You can't even fucking compare the two experiences. You know what I mean? Then like I said, the same week, Yakuza 6. Tomorrow, they're releasing, I think I already have it. Someone sent me a code, but neither here. I can't say, I don't want to talk too much. You got the Detroit Become Human demo.
Demo tomorrow, yep. They just,
I had a code for a while, you know what I mean? But, One of my people hooked me up.
The game is going to go, and that's back to back. And then the previews for Detroit, from what I've been reading,
my man,
he got great impressions.
He said you finally woke up, post. You still fighting the Matrix effect. Yeah, my man, it's called the Mandela effect. In his scenario, Microsoft won the console generation.
Man, I'm gonna fight the good fight for my Xbox brethrens. You feel
Ain't nothing to fight for, folks. I'm gonna tell you something. At the end of the day, all jokes aside, how you gonna fight for a company that's not even fighting for themselves?
Look, man, let me tell you something. My people's going through something right now, so I gotta hold my people down.
They going through something.
My people dealing with something right now. They gotta, you know what I'm saying? You know, they trying to make back. They just trying to make back right now. They just trying to come back and, you know, get in a position where they can hit a stride. So I gotta hold them down while they doing that.
Hey, all those aside, so you're really holding out hope.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm still stay with Xbox, man. Like, you know,
you silly nigga. I'm telling y'all right now. If y'all jokers still over there talking about that Xbox shit come E3, and I really don't. I honestly
don't mean I got to be happy with what's going on right now, but I'm gonna stick with it.
When would enough be enough for you? You got Xbox Live on the goddamn Switch. You out there hunting chickens. No, it's duck season. It's rabbit season. You out there like motherfucking Elmer Fudd with the double barrel shotgun. It's rabbit season. Like what will be the goddamn straw that broke the cable back for you?
Look, this is their first trip up, man. This is their first trip up. If you look at it, when they came into this generation with the OG Xbox, they did 25 million. They was learning 360. They hit that.
Yo, I just cut that fuck nigga mic off. He told me it was the first goddamn fuck up. I had to cut that nigga mic off.
Man, my man muted me, bro.
I'm sorry.
Look, the OG Xbox 25 million. They got in. They was learning. 360 generation. They hit their stride, and then this generation they fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I don't think. And Sony did the same thing in the 360 generation, but I don't think it was as bad as what Microsoft did this generation. And Sony was able to recover towards the end of that 360 generation. So I don't know if Microsoft will be able to do that in this generation. So I don't know, but I still got hope for, you know, next generation.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to each and every last one of you fuck niggas that I led astray. I apologize.
Hey, the chat laughing.
Hey, close that damn thing. It's over. Hey, y'all got a video coming up, right? I wasn't doing it today. You know, I got so much. I want to still unbox this shit here. Hey, listen, man, it's looking real spooky. Now, listen, I told you guys that I'm gonna start throwing these fuck niggas under the bus, right? Ain't nobody gonna be spared. I told you. I gave those guys about how long I've been doing this shit here? How long I've been doing this, preaching the gospel of the place? About 2 months now? Post, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
It's been about 2 months, right?
Yeah, it's been about 2 months.
Every day, not every day, but I'm coming to these niggas like, yo, this fanboy shit is a rap, man. You gotta confess your sins. Listen, it's a rap, right?
Yeah.
And all these guys are confessing to me sins behind the scenes and how they feel and whoop, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying to these guys, I'm not your priest. Go out there and tell the public, man. Even their own, it's just crazy as hell, right? They are starting to feel a little spooky. You see, some of the most diehard guys are starting to.
Yeah, they were throwing you under the bus first. At first, they were saying you was crazy. They were saying people was in your ear and all types of stuff.
Hey, you know what's crazy though? Well, I always, you know what I mean? Next year, it's important that I say this again. I met Garrett about a year ago, probably to the day. You know what I mean? And I told him then I'm gonna flip this whole shit upside down, right? And I had the surgery, the sarcoma, I got to the bad car accident and all that shit. So, So shit was a little spooky for me, a little rocky for me at first. You know what I mean? I'm getting together, get my sea legs up under me, right?
Yeah.
And what I was saying now, like, shit's starting to manifest itself right now. Because again, like I said, the writing's been on the wall. You know what I mean? You can't have a year, literally, of Recore, Lucky Tales, you know what I mean? Shit like, the goddamn games. Voodoo Vince and all that shit that Disney Rush and Zoo, all those games that they released. That's it, right? For us exclusive wise. They did a time deal with the goddamn PUBG. Kudos, you know what I mean? And I probably the best game that we got from Microsoft for 17 months was Cuphead, a $20 goddamn title. And that in itself is saying a lot. That the best game that we gotten from Microsoft in the 2 years was a $20 goddamn title with Cuphead, right? So I'm still asking the question, how did we get here? Like, what the fuck has happened for us to get right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you see on Twitter, Mike Ybarra, and again, I don't care. It's crazy. Again, you're gonna have some Xbox guy. Well, he can play what he want to play, right? He can do what he want to do. It's just his own personal time. But what's crazy? I don't want to. Fuck, I'm gonna be messy today. You want me to be messy? This is what y'all come for the fuck shit, right? Let me show you guys something, right? I'm gonna show you guys something. I'm gonna share my screen with you.
Yeah, I see, man. Yeah, I understand both sides though, but I kind of reside with the followers. I kind of reside with the followers. Because majority of the time when I see Mikey Barr, he's not even on the Xbox. He's on PC. And majority of the time, he's not streaming a first-party game either.
Hey, yo, check it out, right? And shout out to my man, my brother, Jeremy Downer, right? So when Microsoft, when Mikey Barr put up the tweet, the poll saying, what do you want to play? What do y'all guys want to see him stream? The God of War, what's it, Hellblade or Windows 10 and all this shit. Now, wasn't nothing on the Xbox, right? So my man, Jeremy, that was about 3 in the morning. I'm about 3, 4 in the morning. I'm a night hog. I'm up, right? So I'm laughing. And I'll be saying shit. I was in Twitter jail. I couldn't even respond, right? So I'm looking at all the foolery and fuckery, right? So this motherfucker sent. He said, Mike Ybarra, a conduct form for Microsoft standards and shit. Yo, hey, when he slid that shit to him, that shit went over a lot of motherfucking heads. Even though I don't say nothing, I pay attention to detail like a motherfucker. I'm reading this shit right here, like, yo. It's not by chance that they're going out there promoting other platforms and kumbaya. I'm being honest with you, because I said there was a motherfucker that lost his job for drinking a Coca-Cola in the Pepsi lunchroom. You know what I mean? Yeah. He worked for Pepsi in the lunchroom on his own free time, opened up a goddamn Coke and lost his goddamn job, right? Yep. So they out there talking about playing games on the PS4, X, Y, and Z. This is coming from up above. They don't care no longer about the goddamn console, the hardware. They don't care. What they care is about having their software and their services everywhere. That's it. That's all that they care about. And what's cool, and they do it with all companies. They make more money on software than they actually do hardware. But you know what I mean? But Sony looks at the head. The more consoles we sell, the more gamers we sell, which is software. You know what I mean? Microsoft is beyond, like I said, beyond. And again, I'm not counting anyone's money, but they are into the services side of things. Look at everything that they acquired within the last 2 years. They didn't buy the Havoc engine and say, hey, we're gonna leave it exclusive to our exclusive. They leave the engine exclusive to our games. No. Nintendo use it, Sony, whoever the fuck using, third party, they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And again, people was like to come in and talk about Microsoft having all that money. How did it benefit you in the last 2 years? You see where I'm going with this post? Having all that money, how did that benefit you in the last 2 years?
That was slick, though, by the way, with that standard of business.
Yeah, he slid that shit right to him.
That was slick as hell.
Literally, I spit up my coffee and everything. Like, my man, he get the Savage of the Year award for that one.
Fact. Probably too many people didn't catch it, though, bro. But that was slick, though. Yeah, I understand, man. You can't be promoting your competitions.
And listen, here's the thing. It's not by me even being a fanboy because, again, I own everything. Always owned everything. You know what I mean? But when I'm saying that, like, even like I said, this whole pro, and be clear this, right? I always prefer the Xbox over the PlayStation. I say that, right? Well, you guys know that by now. But even when I first started doing YouTube content, it wasn't about Xbox versus PlayStation. I really used to be out there teaching Nintendo dudes, when I came here, it was really grown men that gamed on the Wii, and that was they prefer. And this shit blew my mind. And it wasn't really too much Xbox versus PlayStation. They used to make fun of the Wii niggas, right? So when I started to see things where he said wasn't fair in the media, and that the Xbox wasn't getting a fair shake, so you know what, I'm gonna do this whole thing. I mean, he said I've always said, did my own thing. Everybody go right. This is just me in real life. I'm gonna go left, right? And I said, I just the Sony pony and all that shit. If I was smart, I probably would have patented some of that shit, but trademark. But anyway, and I started doing my own thing. But as you know, because I listen, and again, I must be honest with you. Was I out there damage controlling? Probably, absolutely. But I believed in the gospel. I believed the cloud was going to make the Xbox 32 times more powerful and make me a better goddamn Christian. Listen, the Xbox had me thinking goddamn America for slavery because I wouldn't have met my Savior Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. It had me out looking crazy as hell. And had it not been for slavery, I would not have met my Savior, Lord and Jesus Christ. That's what it was out there doing. And I'm reading the message. This is some getting message. Hey man, X, what's up with you? This, that, and the other. It's because of you. I got the X. It's because of you. And to you guys, I'm sorry, fuck niggas. I believed it too. And you got a lot of guys. I traded in my X. I'm not telling you to trade in your X because again, I like gears. You know what I mean? I'm gonna probably get some of the multi-plats. You know, I always, like I said, is to have everything. You know what I mean? That's just me. I don't look for a game to come out and me gotta wait. Nah, I'm not with that. You know what I mean? That's how I've always been. If you can afford it, fine, fuck it. You know what I mean? But like I said, to be honest, again, though, you know, maybe we're gonna call the thing a buck. I'm out there fighting and rooting for a platform. And be honest with you, you know what I mean? I'm gonna say this too. And I think I told crap this shit. I'm gonna be honest. I think I told crap. Yeah, I did tell crap this because people are just looking at it now as me. I've been speaking out or being very critical of Microsoft for a while. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just giving people more theatrics, and I think I was telling crap. If it wasn't crap, I do apologize. But I think it was crap. I said, fuck all that fanboy and shit. When Microsoft gave out those elites and this, they don't come to your channel or my channell. And not that anybody didn't give me anything. They know who we are. You know what I mean? They go to whoever. I understand those guys may have a bigger, a platform, but you have nothing but Xbox showing your channel 24 goddamn 7. You think the motherfuckers are send your code or voucher? That's why I always said that I make no delusions that Phil or Aaron or any of those guys are my friends. I'm nothing but a dollar sign. I don't get caught up in that rhetoric. You know what I mean? I don't care if no one speaks to me. That has never been my thing, Paul. I never gave a fuck about who made a video game. That's the God's honest truth. You know what I mean? So I don't have a problem about cursing somebody, whatever, cutting up about Uncle Teddy and all this diabetic gaming. I'm not fuck who that IFN rapper. Sit back. I'm about to begin. I don't care, and still be fine and still do me. You know what I mean? I don't, I don't care who retweets me. Like, that shit don't bother me. Crap. Post. You know what I mean? So I'm saying fuck all that shit, man. Come on, this motherfucker be a gamer, and fuck all that. Like I said, if Microsoft got something hot, cool, I'm there. If Sony do some dog shit, I'm gonna throw their ass up. I'm gonna call them, holler at my Uncle Teddy. We're gonna throw their ass up under the bus. You know what I mean? I keep my foot on Nintendo neck. That's how I am going forward. I can't be out there defending the company 20 days before they ain't taking up for themselves. Come on, man. That,
look, I still have hope for the. I still have hope.
Hope, nigga. Hope.
Hope.
Still overcome.
Still have hope. I hope at some.
Ladies and gentlemen, I had to cut that fuck nigga mic off. He just said hope. We ain't dealing with hope. He on some Jesse Jackson shit. We're gonna put down the dope and pick up hope. I'm sorry. Folks, I love you, bro.
Oh, man. Oh, look, man. I still believe that Microsoft can turn the tables, man. I still believe that. I'm not happy with the situation right now. I'm on the same side as you in regards to their situation right now.
You're holding out hope.
But I do believe that they will be able to turn the tables.
Okay.
And when they do, I'm throwing all you fuck niggas under the bus.
Hey, yo, listen, I'll be right there, like, sorry. I was just playing, y'all. I was just playing. Sorry.
Hey, because if they deliver this E3, that's a big if. That is a big if. If they deliver the E3, it's gonna be a lot of switch hitting now.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. We gotta be realistic here, right? I said, if that motherfucker bark like a dog, bark as a dog, or quack like a duck as a duck, right? If they show you something at E3, whatever, we're not going to get that if they don't show. Or they are probably for about 2 years. Look what Sony has lined up for at least 2 years that we know of, right? What do you like the game? They got Shenmue 3, right? I think that's this year too. They got Spider-Man. They got Spider-Man, Days Gone, Detroit Become Human, The Last of Us 2. The Last of Us 2, I'm sorry.
I think that's a next gen title though.
Whatever. I mean, it's supposed to be next year. The Last of Us 2, Death Stranding, something No Days Gone. Look at that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. They have stretched from now until 2020, and when it comes to exclusive content, right? Microsoft ain't got it. Sony out that motherfucker like Eddie King. You want my spot, Phil, but you ain't gonna get it.
I do. Looking at that lineup, I look at Last of Us 2 and Death Stranding is probably being next gen titles, but the way they got it lined up, they can go into the next gen with those 2 titles as launch titles.
And listen, they talking about 2019 for those.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
I'm just saying, but and look at that right there. What the fuck you think Microsoft can show at E3 can compete with that? I'm a huge Gears of War fan.
You know what?
I can't wait for Gears. You understand what I'm saying? But you gotta be real out. You know what I mean? You know what Xbox guys gotta stop doing? Well, Sony, what's Sony's AAA multiplayer game, right?
Yeah.
Now I've yet to try. Listen, I've yet to try Uncharted Online. I've yet to try The Last of Us on online. So I will save my judgment till I played it. If it's dogs, should just leave up throw it under the bus, right? But I want to say this, right? Sony wears the hat, the crown. I'm saying the story-driven, single-based games, right? And Microsoft used to hold the crown for the online mode, but they don't hold the crown anymore. That crown has now went to third party, the multiplex.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So they can't even listen, real talk. So they can't even say they're king of the multiplayer anymore. Because they're not. That crown has gone. Gears is not the goddamn behemoth that it once was. Halo damn sure ain't the goddamn behemoth. And goddamn CFDs.
I think Gears 4 was toned down, man. If you look at Gears 1, 2, and 3, it was more gory. I mean, you was in fighting these big monsters. You was even being swallowed up by paws and fighting your way out of them. In this Gears 4, we got these robots, and it was just, I think this Gears 4 was a way toned down and too short compared to the other Gears we've got.
I'm just saying, so
you know what? I don't know. I don't know what they could bring to the show. I don't know if they have anything to bring to the show, first party wise, that can compete. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hold out. But once E3 come in, whether I'm satisfied with it or not, then I'm just gonna have to go where the games are, man. At the end of the day, it's about games. I don't care what your system and services, as far as how smooth Xbox Live and all that stuff runs. It's about the games at the end of the day.
My man Gamer M, he says, "Z, I'm confused. The article was from 2017. I'm gonna break it down for you. Fuck who that IFN Xbox sent back. I'm about to begin, right? They basically said that they're gonna make a console still for the enthusiasts, for the hardcore, but by 3 years from now, whatever Phil was saying, 3 years from now, that you're gonna be able to more or less play their games, almost like an app on your TV or something outside of the console ecosystem. Basically, what they're saying. Same thing what Sony did with PSN now. You know what I mean? You're probably still get a traditional box, but you're gonna be able to play those exclusive, whatever. What they're bringing Xbox Live Party, all that shit from your TV, your cell phone, your Android devices, and things like that. You know what I mean? So again, they're not leaving anything exclusive to their whatever their next generation console is going to cost. So that's basically about it, man. It poses anything else you want to say in your defense?
Look, man, y'all gonna lay off Microsoft in this whole Xbox situation, man.
Yeah, we is, huh?
And y'all gonna do that, man, because they're gonna show up and show out at E3, man. And I'm gonna be there to throw all y'all asses under the bus when they do. And if they don't, then I will take that L. But right now, I'm waiting on God of War Collector's Edition to show up.
I don't know for Garrett. Garrett in here?
Oh,
he's not in here.
No, he's not here.
Oh, nah. Tell him that what you call it said he ain't dating him. He said it's funny as hell, but that's not him behind the name. About, he said it wasn't him. That's funny as hell. He said it's not him. It's one of them intermediate niggas. You know what the fuck was going on, man. Yeah. But anyway, man, listen, ladies and gentlemen, listen, I'm about to come right back. I'm about to stop the stream. I'm about to get me a knife. I'm about to get the biggest knife in the drawer. I'm gonna do an unboxing of my shit. Hold up. I'm gonna do an unboxing.
This nigga that went full pony. He got LED lights in the back. He got Mason Stone editions and limited edition PS4 everywhere. This nigga went full blown pony.
I'm in this bitch like Radio Raheem. Hey man. PlayStation.
Yeah, he gonna do a live unboxing, y'all. He's gonna drop this one, then he gonna come back, and then he gonna do the live unboxing.
Baby, Troy Riley said, "Am I getting State of Decay?"
He's for to add to his collection in the background. You see all them.
Yeah, hey, yo, my man, Troy said, Troy Riley said, "Am I getting State of Decay?" It depends, Troy. I gotta speak to my doctor first because I've been battling diabetes for gaming on the Xbox for so long. If I can see what time State of Decay comes out. Fuck nigga. But listen, I am looking forward to State of Decay. But they're also releasing State of Decay day and date on Steam, Windows Store. Like, come on, ain't nothing exclusive with this motherfucker, bro. That bitch coming day and date on Steam and in Game Pass. Here it is, Sony ain't putting their games nowhere, and they still can do about 10 million. That's let you know the quality of games that each company is putting out, man. I guarantee you, if Microsoft exclusives were still selling like they were last generation, you won't see those fucking new goddamn titles day and date, no goddamn Game Pass. It wouldn't happen. My man Gamer N said, "What are you going to expose dealers backstabbing ass?" You got, listen, I told you I wanted to put them together in the collage or like in the video format, dealer. I got some shit on dealer. I got some texts, I got some DMs. They recorded him in Xbox Live parties talking crazy.
So these
OBS talking about everybody.
They true form, huh?
Yeah. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I do it just for humor. I don't give a fuck. That shit don't bother me, but ain't nothing new. You know what I mean? But yeah, they recorded him on Xbox Live and OBS. Like I said, man, I say keep your friends close, keep your enemies close, kicking everybody back in. Well, if I said anything about it, it was just a joke. Man, get your ass out of your culture, vulture.
Facts.
Fucking culture, vulture. Someone D Batch is the smartest, dumbest motherfucker I know. God damn, Shay.
Wow.
Feel like that? You really feel like that?
Man, y'all come to find out it's a lot of that go on in this community, man.
Hey, yo, let me say this, right? I want to say they'll be cutting up. And I told Paul, I know Paul said them thought I was crazy. Like I was dealing like I'm with Alex Jones dealing with this, bro. I said, watch this, yo. You're gonna see motherfuckers start to kick y'all back. And I said, listen, y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Look at Gary, this shit blowing up.
Yep.
You guys want to pass these motherfuckers that been here for a while, they've been doing the same shit. They're gonna start kicking our backs in for whatever reason. You're gonna start to get into those parties, right? Then the whole conversation is gonna change, it's gonna switch up. You know what I mean? That's when shit looking spooky. Everything when you come in, everything just get quiet. Oh, posting here. Everything stop waiting, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, man.
It's some of them party chats and niggas get quiet and all type of shit, man. But it was to be expected,
fuck them though. Like I said, we're gonna take this bitch down, break and build some new shit, man.
Brick by brick.
I ain't playing, man. Hey, bro, let me tell you something. I can be real messy if I want to. You know what I mean? My man Herbal 14 is showing love. Listen, you guys got to come right back, man. I'm going to stop this party here. We're going to make a new one after my image and my liking. I'm going to unbox this shit. We're going to talk about Little God of War. And because Poe's got to go check his sugar. Because he about to have one that CDs, fuck nigga.
Nah. I'm finna do some overtime at work. I'm finna do a couple of overtime at work real quick.
Yeah, nigga, I know.
Get some bread. And then hop on some gigs later or something.
Thank you all for rocking out. Actually, if you ain't got nothing to do, I'll be right back in 2 minutes. I'm just literally going to get the biggest knife in the drawer because my box got kind of dull. And I'll clean my desk off, and we're going to have some fun here, man. We're going to unbox
Thanks for tuning in to my ultimate damage control No, it's Xbox for life, you know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in the stables yet. I'm about the only Xbox left on the penniless besides Xbox Juice.
Yeah, for real. I ain't spoke to Juice.
Juice, I think Juice been doing this streaming thing on Mixer, man.
Got that videos and more. But listen, we out here, man. I'm gonna get the biggest knife in the drawer. We're gonna be back, man. I'll be right back. Give me like 5 minutes. I'll be right back in here. Literally 5 minutes.